Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making mole fried chicken. If you've never had mole fried chicken, you're in for a treat. But before you can get a juicy, delicious fried chicken to pair with your mole, guess what? We got to give it a bath in some buttermilk. So let me show you how I bathe my chicken so that we can have an excellent, juicy, delicious flavor. Friends, what you see here is an overnight buttermilk bathed chicken. Yes. It has a little bit of pepper amongst a few other seasonings that you can find in the description area, but I'm not gonna bore you for the soaking, okay? Let's get straight to this. What I have in our coating blend is all-purpose flour, and today I'm using tapioca starch. Yes, if you use tapioca starch, you can keep your fried chicken crunchier for a longer period of time instead of it sogging up. I'm also gonna, when I'm coating, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what you wanna do so that you guys don't get a soggy fried chicken, okay? To our blend, I'm gonna add some tomato chicken bouillon. Did you guys hear me say bouillon? You guys need to thank the grizzly for that one. He finally came through and he talked me through it. I wanna share with you guys what another find. Well, you guys tell me and you worry about me, and I talk about you guys to the grizzly, so look what he found at the grocery store. We have a tomato chicken bouillon with none of the dyes, no MSG, all the wonderful things we enjoy. Well, the grizzly found it, so shout out to the grizzly. All right, so back here.
You made a lot of kitchen nerds happy right now.
Yes. You guys happy? Oh, you're not happy today, Cloud.
Well, I'm the one that said you made a lot of kitchen nerds happy.
Well, they're usually waiting for your reply here.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I only had one cup of coffee today.
All right, so I'm going to be seasoning my coating with the tomato chicken bouillon, okay? It pairs well with our mole. So mix that well. And if you don't have access to it, you can use salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper here.
Hey. Shake it up. Wow. You guys really wanted music. Cloud brought it. Next, what we have to do is we have to go ahead and let our chicken drain a little bit before we coat it, okay? Because if you get it from the puddle of buttermilk that we have and put it straight into your flour, you're gonna get a lot of like gooey chicken, and that's not what we want. So let's go ahead and start placing it on the rack so that way we can drip all that excess buttermilk. So all I'm gonna do is let the chicken drip, and then we're gonna place it on our rack. This rack has been excellent. You can find it in the Amazon storefront.
Yeah, it's been great.
Okay. Steph, you're gonna really fry the spine. Yes, friends, don't sleep on this piece. If you guys are not cutting out that spine and frying it, you are missing out on a whole lot of flavors. Especially for my little sickos that you guys eat sick things, you guys are gonna like that. Tastes like chicken. Delicious chicken.
That's not sick, it's beautiful.
Yes. I'm going to continue to take all my chicken pieces and put them on this rack before we get started for our next step, friends. I just wanted to show you all the extra buttermilk that you don't need to coat. So when you pick it up, make sure to shake it a bit before you start coating. And what we're avoiding by letting this drip, we're avoiding that extra buttermilk moisture to penetrate into the, you know, the crispiness of our fried chicken. Now we're ready to start dipping. Okay, so I'm going to keep one hand dirty and one hand clean just to coat it nicely. Make sure that every single crevice is coated, okay?
Right now's not the time to be snacking while you're dealing with chicken. Don't snack. Resist the urge.
Yeah, don't snack, guys. Okay. All right, dust as much of that as you can off and place it on another baking sheet, something that you're comfortable with.
One that you've had for 300 years.
Yep, those old ones were great, especially for these kind of things, you know?
Yeah, I noticed one thing is that you stay very organized when you're frying.
I'll agree with Cloud. Whenever you're frying or cooking anything, make sure that you itemize your things and that you have everything in order. So right now, since we're doing fried chicken, just organize your fried chicken stuff and then keep the other steps for when you engage in those, because if you're just getting started, and even if you're an old timer, you know, a good pro, you can still run into these complications. So the neater, the cleaner, the better.
Sorry, I got the hiccups in the middle of your sentence.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
There we go. So make sure that I get, sometimes like with the skin, you get that coating right there. And make sure to get it everywhere.
Let me see.
Like here, if you lift it up just a bit.
Okay.
You know, you just want to make sure you get all of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We'll continue with the wings.
My favorite.
That is a lot of buttermilk that is not going to be going in our fried chicken. You guys got to take a look.
Mm-hmm.
You see all that?
I do.
You don't need that. And if you see, I have a very light hand when I'm doing this. You know, I don't give you guys all my tricks in one video, but I slowly share them. That'd be too boring.
As needed?
As needed. Yeah, based on the complications that you guys tell me you're having at home or things like that, I can adjust the next video that we make that requires a certain ingredient or certain recipes that you're using. But if you guys are not going to be dipping it in mole, this is a good version of fried chicken, not my, you know, I'm going to show off with you guys fried chicken, but it gets a job done really well. Claude, do you think you can put one of the tapioca starch in the Amazon storefront?
Here, I'll write it down. Okay. Tapioca flour, right?
Yeah, the tapioca starch.
Okay.
And then if you guys try it, let me know how it goes. Before you guys get to the next step, I wanted to share something with you. Do you remember the last time I did some fried chicken, the Mexican hot chicken? I'll link it in the description for you guys. Well, I'm no longer using the fryer. I'm just really good at frying on my stovetop that I can't do it. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. So back to the old school way.
I heard you guys saying, oh yeah, old school, like in the 90s. And I was like, boy, excuse me?
I consider old school the 50s.
What the heck? He straight up said that the 90s were old school. I was like, okay. Well, yeah, I forgot you were born just like yesterday, so.
Yeah, he's a little tiny one.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny little baby.
I wanted to show them how you bread the spine.
Yes, you guys need to bread this spine. It's amazing. My mom actually got me into loving this piece. You know, I had to nag her a little bit before I got into it, guys. So shake it off, ooh, ooh, shake it off. This next tip is gonna be up to you, but it works for me. After you coat your chicken, what you want to do is you want to let it set for about 10 minutes on your counter, put a cloth over, something you're comfortable with, and let it set for about 10 minutes so it can change the temperature of your chicken. Because if you're going to fry your chicken into hot oil and it's still really cold from the refrigerator, what happens is that your chicken is going to take longer to cook, to catch up to the heat, and it's just going to create a lot of chaos, okay? So I recommend about 10-15 minutes letting your chicken set so that way you can continue to fry and get that delicious chicken. Yes. To your hot water, you want to add your mole paste, okay? Mole is like rice. Follow the instructions on the mole paste that you enjoy. And yes, I will be sharing my mole recipe when we get a good milestone. Like a good one, because
it's a labor of love.
It really is. It's more labor than tamales and tortillas, okay? Because you have to be in the best mood ever. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir it constantly until I dissolve all the mole paste into our water, okay? Now, if you don't want to use water, you can make this with chicken broth or, you know, make it comfortable for your home. I've been stirring my mole for about 4 to 5 minutes on a medium-low heat. And any kind of like clumps that I have, let me show you guys. I saved a few for you. I just press them to the side of my pan and then I come back and scrape it off and blend it in. And you have to continuously stir the whole time. And if you see any of the clumpiness from the paste, just press it against the sides and then scrape it off. Some folks like to blend their paste with water and then put it in the pot, but for me, this is how I engage with my food.
Oh, you mean like in the blender?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You guys know. There's certain things that I like to enjoy, and this is one of them. But you do have to continuously stir until you get that desired thick texture. You don't want to overdo it, but there we go. We got a clump right there.
Oh my gosh, is there so much comfort in that pot?
We want to let you guys know that Cloud and I have pretty much dipped everything into mole.
Yes, we have.
And if you guys want some of those creations, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to share with you guys.
1 week, that's all we ate and we experimented with mole paste.
I felt
fun.
I felt like Charlotte's Web girl.
It was so amazing.
Like when Templeton goes and eats at the fair.
Yes.
That's what I felt like.
Did you feel like Wilbur or Templeton?
Templeton. Yeah, because he went and he had all the snacks after everybody was gone.
He just went ham there.
He really did. A fair is a fair, and you're.
Gosh, dude.
You see even that one right there?
Mm-hmm.
You can just press it around. All you're doing is smearing it against and then just allowing it to blend into your food. I think this is our version of the moussaka, the Greek. You know how they have that dark soup?
Is that what it's called, moussaka?
Guys, correct me. It came out on my big fat Greek wedding. Well, they were making fun of her for eating it.
I don't remember.
Well, this is our version of something that somebody would be like, oh, girl. Remember when I would dip these in the king crab?
Yeah.
So good. The little lemon.
Now, where'd I get some of this Greek moussaka?
We gotta go to a Greek place, girl. Or have my Greek friends email
if I'm
me a recipe.
That wrong, I'm gonna put you in a headlock.
You guys know I say everything wrong, so don't trust my food, not the way that I pronounce it.
Because I'll go to a Greek restaurant and be like, hey, can I please get some moussaka? I'm gonna be like, what?
If you see it on the menu, order it.
I'm just gonna point to it.
I think we're ready, friends. A ver, aquí. You guys getting up on me over here? Clumpies? I'm not crazy, okay? I love food. Just like you talk to plants, talk to your food. I think we're ready.
All right.
Let me see if you guys can get a consistency with that one.
I'm ready.
Once you've dissolved all of your clumps, now you're going to add your seasoning, okay? And for me, I'm going to be using the tomato bouillon. Bouillon. I said it right once. Not going to happen again. Go ahead and stir that in. You don't have the tomato, regular chicken works great.
Man, girl, that amplifies the flavor.
It really does.
To 2021. We just started 2020.
Well, here's the thing. Your mole paste has all the seasonings you need. I mean, like over 21 spices and all the wonderful things they blend in there. So anything extra that you add to that is just like, wow. But it has to be subtle. You can't be like super extra. I'm going to add extra peanut butter. I'm going to add extra sesame seeds.
No, girl, when they add that extra sugar, I'm like, I push the brakes.
Now, if you like it sweet, you guys already know sugar's going to make it sweeter.
Yeah, and then just leave sugar on the table so then they can just sprinkle the sugar on there.
Claudia. Wow, you're taking it too far. Then nobody's going to want to come back and play with us tomorrow.
What? If they want more sugar than what you already put in there is what I'm saying.
I know.
Damn it, that was the worst when the kids didn't want to play with it. It's so good.
Oh, you smell that?
Yeah, quiere mole también.
He wants mole. He's the one that bugging me for mole fried chicken, you guys.
Bugging me, but I used Bugaboo during movie night and you guys wanted to isolate me. Okay.
I didn't isolate you for that.
Robert, you kind of...
We did. We gave her the look.
And you said you're like, oh, that's old school. That's really old.
That's good. That's good though.
Raji, go with Dad.
I'm used to it telling me when it's old school.
Old school's good.
Our friends can hear you. Want to say hi?
What's that?
He's being a papa with the baby.
Yeah, he's being super dad because I'm making fried chicken mole.
He's taking Randy with him.
Bless my husband, you guys, because he's helping me with Raj baby. And when we record, you guys are like, what's that sound? You guys hear things? It's Raji.
Bless Robert. He does a lot of things that nobody in the family wants to do.
Well, he's such a sweetheart. Well, our mole is ready. Okay, so I'm just going to set this to the side so that we can get started on our fried chicken.
Yes, girl, yes. I haven't had food in 48 hours just for this. Just kidding.
That's vergüenza. You're embarrassing me with our friends.
That's mole tasty number 5.
That really is. We're getting to the good part now. We are going to be double frying our chicken. What that means is that I'll fry it for about 6 to 7 seconds. Yeah, I wish. I'll fry it for 6 to 7 minutes, depending on the piece, if it's dark meat or white meat. And then I'm going to leave it on a little rack to set for the 7 minutes while my other pieces are frying, and then I alternate. So if you guys want to see how that happens, please pay close attention, because if you don't have a thermometer, I'm going to show you how to gauge your oil temperature so that way you know you're ready to fry.
Got it.
That's such a commercial. You guys are ready to fry.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay. You want to pick a wooden spoon, a wooden chopstick, never metal, never plastic. Dip it in your oil. And when you see those bubbles, you are ready to fry. Now, if you see those bubbles and you have a lot of smoke coming out of your pan, this is just the outside of my pan. Don't worry about that one. But it's coming out of your oil. That is way too hot for you to fry. You're going to burn your food.
Okay. I see the difference.
So no smoking coming out of your oil. You see the difference from the pan? Let's get started, friends.
And no smoking in general. It's bad for your health, you guys.
It really is. It really is. Okay, you want to pick your piece and shake it off well. All that excess flour blend, coating blend. And then we're going to drop it and push it out a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Outwards.
Don't worry about me, guys. I'm safe. I'm way in the back. I'm using a Zoom feature today.
Ooh. I scared myself. I'm like, what'd I do?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Your own sound effect.
Yep.
You sound like that movie that they tell me. What is it called?
Traffic. Oh my dark cloud.
What? Your own sound effect. Okay, I can see that. Whoa.
You see that?
That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Let me get it closer for our friends in Tehran.
Okay. Friends, what you see here is some fried chicken. Do you see everything that pops everywhere? We didn't even have that much moisture in there, you know? This is just the natural stuff. So, you want to be careful not to overflow your oil in your pan. A little bit less than halfway until you find your way. Yeah? The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overcrowd your pan. 4 pieces is a good amount. And I have a really large cast iron. And I love to fry in cast iron. So just don't overcrowd it. Give everything room to fry. And take your time. My chicken has been frying for about 7 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I'm going to rest it on a rack. Okay? See, that one can use a little extra. This one looks pretty good. Give that one another minute. You want to make sure you have a rack or somewhere where you can place your rack on so that you can let any excess oil drip and also let it set. If you use paper towels, you're just creating more steam and you're going to create a soggy fried chicken. Okay?
Okay. So the paper towel's under the chicken will cause that?
Yeah, it'll cause steaming because it's nice and warm and comfortable. It's getting a nice motherly burrito hug, you know? All you want to do is let this set here for about 6 to 7 minutes. I'm going to continue with the rest of my chicken, and I'll see you guys for our next fry session, for our round 2. To keep your oil nice and clean, make sure that you strain it out, okay? It's difficult to do when it's hot, obviously, but these skimmers work wonderfully in my kitchen. You can find these on the Amazon storefront. We have a link in the description area, but it is really helpful in your kitchen, friends. So just get all that extra coating out. I really should do a fried chicken special because I'm already feeling like I want to say nothing but tips, and I'm just trying to give you guys a quick and easy delicious meal for the week or your cheat meal. So if you guys want a more in-depth on a lot of things fried chicken, let me know in the description. Let me know the problems you're having so I know what to discuss on that particular video.
Hey, and they said they wanted light recipes. This one's light, isn't it?
It's light. Everything in moderation is light. Like I said, be patient, be ready that if you're going to be frying chicken, you're going to be there for at least 2 hours just to do it right, okay?
And bring a friend.
Yeah. Invite your friends.
Invite me over. Just know I'm good. I clean.
Girl, I need you here. You ain't going anywhere. No. Don't play, guys. Don't start inviting Cloud right now.
Because I'll go.
She's super social. She's not like me. You guys are going to regret it.
I'm a parent's worst nightmare. Mom, that guy offered me candy. Just kidding.
No, mama. Kids, don't take candy from strangers. Do not take candy, toys, app money, app cards, telephones. Do not take things from strangers.
Not even fried chicken unless your mommy makes it.
No. Views Club Junior, if you're watching, do not talk to strangers, okay? If your mommy doesn't approve, you shouldn't be talking to them. Or your parents.
Where were you so many years ago when I needed you?
Cloud and I got into some things, so.
It was mostly me wanting to talk to everyone.
Yes, girl. And me, I'm like, we can't, Cloud. All right, look, I see you again. You ready for round 2? Let's do it again. I'm going to start off with that side. Okay. Chicken's talking back.
It's showing an attitude?
Yeah, it is.
You know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. You guys don't know how far away I am from this.
Woo! Woo! Oh, something's bubbling and talking back over there. Now what you want to do before you check that internal temperature of your chicken, you want to let this set here about 5 to 8 minutes. All right, we're at 175, so our chicken is ready to consume. You guys ready to dip? Yes?
Ready.
All right. Okay, pour yourself a little bowl of mole. Yeah. It's crunchy, you guys hear that? That's why you need this bowl, because you're just gonna let it drop back in. Girl, why are you capturing me all Rosa Salvaje right now?
It's the best. Buen provechito.
Thank you.
Great.
Red pickled onions with this mole. Ooh. Oh my goodness, girl. Oh my goodness. I'm a mess. Please come back and let me know how much you enjoyed this recipe. And on that one, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!